Pop Squat, coming at ya. We are going to listen to something from Haru Matsui and Platov. Platov? I'm not sure which. It's called 6 Stars. And so, interestingly, I was looking at this, found Haru Matsui on Spotify. And a little bit of information here from St. Petersburg, Russia. He's an artist, producer, sound designer, member of a group called Doom Rushers, Rushaz, and Azart Records. Went to find out a little bit more. I see he has the lyrics and lyrics and information on Genius about this track, 6 Stars, Haru Matsui and Platov. It is in Russian. So obviously he's from St. Petersburg. That shouldn't be a big surprise. I went to dig a little bit further to see if he had an entry for himself on Genius, and indeed there is one, all in Russian. So I translated it, and it says Haru Matsui, and then it gives his real name, which I'm not going to attempt to pronounce. Born February 1st, 2002. Is a Russian rap artist, beatmaker, and sound engineer from St. Petersburg, a member of Doom Rushaz and Azart Records Associations. Leads a producer side project called Haru Matsui, all one word, Haru Matsui 9600. So that's what I know about Haru Matsui. And I am interested to check this out. I've actually heard, compared to most people, a fair number of Russian rap and current music things. I'm dating a Russian woman who has a lot of Russian music on her Jesus Christ, John, iPhone, and we listen to it often in the car, and I've listened to other stuff in the past, and my last girlfriend was from Belarus, so I don't look for Russian women, oddly, so I've heard quite a fair amount. I don't know if I've heard any Haru Matsui. It's not a name I'm familiar with, but let's check this out. This came out in 2022, April of last year. It is listed as rap, Russian trap, Russian rap, and Russian, or from Russia. It looks like it was produced by somebody called Playa. Pretty good name, Playa, and then $IN. Let's check this out. This was sent in by the artist, and I'm excited to see what they're like. 2 minutes, 1 second. Let's do it.
Это Azart Records, baby.
I like that. It's kind of an interesting sound. I gotta say, I like the sound of this in general. The music sounds very, very cool. I think their vocals are good. They're not doing any crazy acrobatic stuff with their voices, any really weird kind of change-ups or anything like that. No triple flow that I've noticed, anything like that. But what they're doing is very solid, and I like it. I'm trying to type as I do this, and I'm not doing that at all. Just talking. Google Translate once again. I want to put the lyrics in here because I want to see what they're talking about. Text exceeds 3,900 characters. Oh, my cat hurt himself by biting his own tail again. Let's see if I can shorten this a little bit because I'm very, very curious as to what this is that they're saying. So Platov, I think, is the first guy who did the rapping. Maybe I'll take this out and see. Oh yeah, that is long. And see what we've got here. Ah, here we go. Bong gave me a bro, good as seething there. I took a sip of water. She will heal me. I need multicolored pill like so this is Google Translate. So like a tricolor, there are three of them. My old dirty designer looks better than the two of you. Looks better than the three of you. I'm Troit. Troit. It's all pill. I poison you motherfuckers when they open their mouths. Your shit is second rate. I blow my nose. Even this is special. Rah rah rah. I blew my nose. Oh, nice. Okay. I have Mosin rifle. Red eye like a pig. My pug is overgrown. Platov 6-star. I'm a sick bastard. So they're super tough guys from Russia. That is kind of the upshot of what I'm picking up here. Oh, what is all this? I don't know what that is. Let me paste this part in too and see if this gives me anything. No, it's too long. So it's interesting because it seems very straightforward, really, in terms of what they're talking about, right? Balloon walls, doom, we are punks, fuck these riddles, junkie at the house, sanding bookmarks, the gang burns up in the 9. They won't redeem, expensive price tag, attacked again, long lost. I'm pissing off with baby in bed again. As it turned, I was her first. Gotcha for life. I didn't sniff first. Give me a hack and I'm in business. Give me brains and I'm already in heaven. Yeah, so they're super tough. I mean, that's kind of my takeaway, right? They're talking about how awesome they are, and it's a very common thing in rap music to do, to talk yourself up. It sounds good. I really like the music is the main thing.
У дома шкурят закладки. Банда нажигает плюхи в девятки. Они не выкупят дорогой ценник. Снова напален, давно потерян. Снова откисаешь, бэби, в постели. Как оказалось, я у нее первый. Раньше в кулак я не нюхал первый. Дай мне хапулю и я в деле. Дай мозги и я уже на небе. Это попа на мне, только найки на ноге. Ебашим налегке. Я фристайлю, а не в ахуе. Пакетик в рюкзаке. Он дал мне бро, дам добро, бурли. Я отпил воды, она меня захилит. Мне нужен разноцветный пил, как будто 3 калорий. Ты мой старый грязный дизайнер, выглядит лучше вас. Он дал мне бро, дам добро, бурли. Я отпил воды, она меня захилит. Мне нужен разноцветный пил, как будто 3 калорий. Ты мой старый грязный дизайнер, выглядит лучше вас двоих.
So it's interesting because I think a lot of people could look at this and go, "Oh, that's it's cultural appropriation, things like that." And yeah, absolutely it is. But one of the things that, and I'm not, I don't know a ton about this, but I know a little bit. So what I will say, and please contradict me or fill in what I'm missing in the comments. The fact that they are making rap music, that they are recording videos, that they are standing around outside, I assume smoking pot it's pretty badass. Like that's pretty hardcore for doing in Russia. They are not as forgiving about drugs and that sort of thing as we are here in the States, and obviously we have a horrible record here in the States up until the last however many years, 10 years maybe. And again, this music originally came out of oppression, right? My cats are fighting. Sorry, I had a brief interruption because of cats fighting. But it's because this music was born out of oppression, I can see why there are so many places around the world where things are a little more authoritarian, that this music has become popular and that people understand it and embrace it and make stuff like this. That is, it's not from New York, it's not from LA, it's not from these places, especially New York, where this music was first created. Instead, this is them reflecting back the the oppressive experience of black people in black and brown people in the inner city in New York City and other places, and they've taken up kind of it as a battle standard, and they're doing their own thing to it. And this is my opinion. I would not be surprised if people in places like St. Petersburg or other places in Russia that are making rap music may not understand that history of it coming out of a place of being kind of pushed down. But I think it's one of the things that they probably identify with. It's not like rock and roll, which also you could argue probably comes out of a place of oppression, because it really comes out of blues and R&B and that sort of thing that came before it. And it's just a really interesting thing to see our culture reflected back at us. And I say our culture being American culture, and I should really say black culture and black music being reflected back at us from other places. And it's very cool. I mean, it's really, really fascinating to watch all this stuff happen, especially in, relatively real time with the internet. And we can see how these people in other places have taken this music and made it their own in their own way. They use it to speak their own truth and to come out and just talk about who they are as people. And this one, like this song, there's nothing remarkable about it in terms of the subject matter, right? It's very much like, hey, we're awesome, we're tough, we're cool, we'd sleep with girls, blah, blah, blah. But it's about being brave enough to step forward and say that publicly on a place like the internet. And it's very, very cool. It's very cool. And I think these guys did a fine job on this. I'd like to hear more to see if they develop their own style, like if they really embrace something that's Russian or very themselves, and add something to the pot, right? They add something to the mix. I think that would be very cool. It's interesting. It's very, very interesting. I love hearing music from other parts of the world for all the reasons that I just said. So I hope you like this one. Pop Squat, check it out. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.